Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be doing a prototype demonstration of a product application. As you can see here, we are selling wine, and the name of the brand, Pre-Millennial Wine. So let's go ahead and begin. I'm going to replay this so you can see the motion design that I've created. It's a little silly, but gets the job done, I guess. You see the wine just raining down, and then this larger image just moves out the way for the login screen to appear. I made a simple login process, so let's go ahead and walk through that real quick. Assuming you don't remember your password, just click that here. Takes you to the reset password page. Typically you have a password and confirm password just in case, and then you click next, and then this lets you know that a confirmation is sent to your email. Once you see that confirmation, you should be able to sign in and then just log in. But let's go ahead and create a new account instead. Here you have the typical account creation set menu. You have email, password, the confirmation of that password, your name, and date of birth. Date of birth is important for something like this product because you typically have to be the age of 21 and older in America at least in order to purchase alcohol. So let's go ahead and sign up. That should take us to the home page. So wine of the century. Usually make a bold claim for the landing page. So this should be something interesting. At the very top, you have the top nav bar, home, account, and shopping cart. As you can see, there's a little motion design when I hover over it. So interesting enough, this icon here I actually created from scratch. Sometimes when doing that, you can make some creative designs, such as that. I made this kind of quickly, so it might not be the best looking, but it shows how it works. Got a little wine bottle falling inside that thing. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a wine bottle inside the shopping cart. Let's go ahead and proceed. So this is a product page of ours. Again, we have the same top nav bar at the top. We have the browse our selection statement here, and then we have all the different wines that you can choose from. So each one of these have the title. Rose is a Rose is the name of this bottle. You have a description, a pale and bright pink colored wine with copper reflections. And then you can add to the cart all these at the checkbox. You can add all these to your shopping cart. And then you have the price on this side here. And then the one with the image on the right side, you have the price in the opposite direction, kind of giving you a little pattern, left, right, left. Okay, now if you want to see the reviews, click this link here. Click here to see reviews. It takes you to another page where you see the same product. So you can still add it to the shopping cart from here, so you don't have to go back just to add it in case you forget or you miss some place where it was. But it's the same description, and then you have all the reviews right below it. Okay, so you can just add that to your shopping cart and then return to your products. Now, if you happen to be at the very bottom of the screen, I didn't give it too many options, but let's just say for the sake of argument, you have a lot of options. You have this little icon here I made. Basically allows you to zip right back up to the top. I'm going to actually show you how that looks like on the prototype screen. So once you're in prototype, you see all these arrows. That's all the prototyping I did, but we're focusing on just this one here. So you just click on that little line here, and it'll show you what it has. So on tap, which is what we're doing, clicking, you scroll to, which is the option that we set here, the header, which is this part right here. And you give it an animate. You can choose in and out. That's what I usually set it to. And then the amount of time it takes, 300 milliseconds to reach to the top. And that's exactly what's going on when you click that. Click that. There you go. All right. Now we're gonna go to the most, I guess, complex section of the video. I'm going to be going over local variables and adding um, prototyping to them using set variables and stuff. All right, so this is a checkout flow I made, a pretty simple one, but we begin at the cart page. So here, what's interesting about this page here is that you can actually increase and decrease the quantity just like that, which is pretty typical. But what's interesting about this is that when you increase the quantity by one, you see the value goes to two. And not just that, but the value of the wine goes up by the amount that it is originally worth, which is 174.99. It's pretty pricey, but a second one would be an additional 174.99. And not just that, I don't know if you guys noticed, but if you see at the very bottom, you have the subtotal 266.99. When you increase the value by 174.99 increases the value of this product, but it also increases the subtotal by 174.99. Now let's show the same thing with the cheaper wine so you see a more easier number to look at. So this should be 48 when you click +1. And there you go, you see 48. And then here, there should be 280. So plus, or 290, I'm sorry. I can't do math today. But 290 when you increase it by 1. So I'm going to show you how that looks like. So I'm going to go to the prototype screen, and we're going to click on the plus here. Or we're going to click on this one. So we're at the plus screen, and you see on the top right we have tap. That's the prototype animation we're doing. We're tapping. But once we click this, you see all these different things here. Yeah, it looks a little messy. Basically, these are set variables. I set all these variables in order them to do the things that they do. So we'll show you how it looks like on local variables first. So these are all our variables. I made the collection called counter, just gave it a random name for the function it serves, the purpose it serves. We have the names of the wines. Rose is a rose, as you can see right here. Moët Imperial, sorry if I'm mispronouncing these, but that's here. And then 2019 rose. So total rose is a rose is the total price here. As you can see, 174.99. And then you have the same for these two, the total prices. Here, subtotal is 266.99, which you see here. And we'll go over shipping in just a bit. So the reason why I set it to 1 is because if we are in the checkout screen, you're always going to have a minimum of at least 1 if it's already in the cart. So our default value will be 1. But if you ever happen to be creating a counter, you can always set this to 0 because that's usually where it starts. So the value changes depending on what you set it here. The total is basically the value of 1. So we set it to 174.99 because that's how much it costs for one rose is a rose. And then the subtotal is basically the combination of all three products combined. So 266.99 is the addition of all three items here. And that's how you set that up. And then if we go back to the button, I'll show you how that looks like in the prototype section. So we can expand these. So the set variable rose is a rose. As you recall, that's basically the rose. And then we have +1. So what that does is that it basically influences the value of the quantity here. So that one controls quantity. Total rose is a rose is the value. So basically, that one is dependent on the quantity. So anytime you increase the quantity by 1, an additional 174.99 is placed into the value of the from the counter. So they are influencing each other. And then here, basically, this is for the subtotal. Whatever value the subtotal is, you increase it by an additional 174.99. So it might be a little bit complex. I decided to go a little bit more further into detail, but there are plenty of YouTube videos out there that have simpler versions of this. So if you're trying to find something very simple like a basic counter, you can always find some YouTube videos that explain that. But this here is specifically for a system that manages the quantity, influences the price of that product, and then also influences the subtotal amount. Let's go ahead and proceed to checkout. So here we're in the shipping page. So here, you just simply enter your information. You have autocomplete, so you click that, basically generates options as you type. The state and city are dropped down, so you can select from there. If not, auto-populated from the address. You have your phone number. And then here's another prototype I did. So the shipping, the 1-day delivery, 2-day delivery, and standard. So if you click standard, you just see that right there in the shipping amount. It went up by $9.99. So remember when I spoke about local variables having shipping, that's where that came in. So this here is basically being influenced by the radio buttons. So if I click this again, that goes to 0. If I click 2-day delivery, that's $24.99. If I click one day delivery, it'll be $49.99. Now let's go ahead and check that out and see what's going on with the prototype. Okay, so click on the tab out here in the right, and then you see all the magic happen. So again, you set variable, and then you basically change it to shipping. Now, there's one thing I did forget to mention. Before doing all of this, you have to set the variable from the number here. So if you click on this number, you get this little icon to the right where it says apply variable, and that's where you basically set the value of what it is. And here we do subtotal, but that's very important. In order for you to affect the number, you have to make sure you apply the variable from the screen from there. All right, now let's go ahead and check out. So this is the order summary. Gives you a recap of what you have in the shopping cart, one of each, and then total prices with an image of them. You have the checkout screen, so here you can put in your credit card, and then you can apply a discount code. So here, let's just click it, and there you go. We have a discount. Line 10 is applied. So that's nice. If you want to get rid of that, you just click the X here and it disappears. Oftentimes you get asked, does the billing address match the shipping address? So here you have the address you can input, but let's say that the billing does match the shipping. You click that, boom, disappears. And then we can just go ahead and place the order. So the next screen is basically a silly animation I made, and just to show you how much you can play with Figma. I made this on short notice, so it's not the most highest quality, but it's simply just to show you that there's endless possibilities with Figma and its motion design. So let me go ahead and show you how that looks like. So wine falls into a barrel, flies off, and then congratulations, your order's on the way, and follow us here. Takes you back to the home screen, and then you could just place more orders. So that should conclude the end of this video. I hope you guys learned a lot from here. I'm trying to show as much prototyping as possible. I'm going to try to include different options. So if you guys have any suggestions on what I should make or demonstrate, feel free to leave a comment in below. Subscribe, like the video, share it, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much.